Hello. Cool. It looks like we are live. Give me a second to verify it on my phone. Got my phone and immediately saw multiple recommendations of interesting videos. How you could resist that? Like I recently acquired some of 3D printer and now it showed me what I can do with that 3D printer. So okay, I see myself. Let's see if I could hear myself. At least something. Okay. Where to put that? Maybe I'll put it here. Okay. Give me a second to write something into the chat. Interesting thing in my streaming software, it's not so visible what I'm doing right now. Talk about life. Okay, so I put something into the chat and now we probably could start. Yeah, we had a lot of streams about when we try to understand that formula between human energy and between human ability to plan and execute own plans, like time management and, let's say, work management. As well, we say that often when there are problems with energy or planning, it also reflects on human finance. Basically, by formula, finance or money is time. So when our time is affected by our low energy, our money also would be affected. So yeah, we discussed that and also thought about things how to improve it, and of course when we have not a lot of energy, mostly it doesn't mean, I hope it doesn't mean that we just don't eat a lot of food. Not say a lot of, enough food. Human don't need a lot of food. Human just need enough. And it shouldn't be big variety of the food. So it could be just some water, maybe some fruits, maybe some vegetables, maybe nuts, and I'm just told about vegetarian diet. But if you eat meat, you will add not too much. You will add some meat, salads, so some, yeah, and some like macaroni, or maybe like potato, and so on and so on. So yeah, it's actually, I believe we, we not critically depend on food when we talk about that human inner energy. It could be that if you don't sleep at all, if you can't sleep at least maybe 4, maybe 5, 6 hours a day, and I don't talk about uninterrupted sleep. Maybe you could sleep like 4 hours at the night and 1 hour at the day, and again, maybe it's better to sleep not like 5, but more like 6, 7 hours, or maybe even 8. But even if you sleep 5 hours, it doesn't mean you should be low at energy at all. I believe the most of our energy we spend ourselves. It's not someone come to us and say, "Hey, now I will, now I will eat your energy." No, you itself eating part of it instead of putting it into some good deal. And you eating it when you worry about something, when you have inner dialogue with yourself. And when I say inner dialogue, of course, all of us have some type of relationship with our inner self. Multiple people I know, at least about 95% of people, have it in a form of dialogue. So they hear some words in their head. Oh, okay, not here. Mostly it's called dialogue. Mostly it's monologue. So you just thought about something, and maybe some of your thoughts also would be connected with mm, some words which you combine into sentences, and so on and so on. So you like, when you think, basically you think in terms of some words and some speech, and those speeches and those emotions you have with inner yourself, not always energizing, you know. Let's imagine like my case, and I think there are a lot of people who can share the same case as me. When you just don't have much energy to do something, and you start kind of blaming yourself. I mean, if you are happy, if you just don't do something and you are happy and say, okay, I didn't done that, but it doesn't matter, I'll do it tomorrow, or I can't done it today for some reason, okay, I'll deal with it and stop thinking about it and let it go, and that it, like easygoing person, probably will not lose a lot of energy on that. Maybe you could lose on some energy on some relationship with your girlfriend or with your relatives, whatever, but not on that work. I am talking about when you losing a lot of energy on your work, and basically it's consume your energy, that inner self, part of your inner self, because it's blaming you, you blaming yourself, or it's do some dialogue that, okay, you didn't done that again, and so on and so on. And there could be two type of the dialogue. One is when person feels that it's not very nice, not very helpful, not very wisdom, not very, warm dialogue, and it could be more like, when tough parent like talk when you should, you bad because you haven't done them, and so on and so on. So there are good supportive talk or not so good. Maybe it's quite strict, maybe even it's logical, but it's something which not helping you. Anyway, you will lost energy on that, and most probably, most commonly, all the dialogues come from our childhood, even if we don't remember or remember basically how our parents treat us. And in many cases, our parents not always very nice, super helpful with us. Of course, they're not bad people, but they just don't know how to work with us, especially when we have some problems, when we have some issues. So it's maybe some of our parents not were always warm, supporting. Sometimes they think they're supportive, but maybe like strict or strong or parentful, and so on and so on. So it's like endless cycle. Yes, like in development. While some condition which is always true, do something. Their parents study them like that. The parents of their parents, the parents of their parents of their parents, and so on and so on. So it's like endless story. Sometimes it started, and now we all like have it from our parents, and we in most cases try to keep it that way. And when we teach our kids, we also trying to, even if we want to help, even if when we are a child, we kids, we think, okay, I'll never do that to my kids, but we are trying to do that. I was happy because my wife, she allows me to broke that cycle circle. So she helped me to write statement like break, you know in that endless cycle. And so we could teach our kids, and hopefully with as much of big problems as we had in our childhood. So yeah, and I understand that, of course, without sometimes, if you think you are lazy, if you think you are procrastinating, but you lose a lot of energy thinking about it, and you actually blaming yourself, and you want it to be different way, and so on and so on. Most probably it's not just that you are actually just lazy. It's could be it could be a problem from your past, and you maybe if you couldn't do it yourself, maybe you should seek some professional help from psychologist or psychotherapist. I'm not like from like mental advisor. Let's call it like that. Psychologist, a mental doctor, or something like that. They could talk to you and at least find some blockers, stoppers. Maybe they could also help you to put some break in the loop with your kids, with yourself, and maybe you could move forward more successfully. Okay, that is basically some of my reflections from today. That is my basically some reflections from today. And yeah, I want to show you the thing which I told before. Again, just a tool. You shouldn't put the tool to some pedestal. You know, it's just a tool, and sometimes you could use it when you need to start something and do something, especially when you don't feel a lot of energized or motivated, or you just have follow some plan. Let's say you have a lot of tasks and you identified some of them which you want to do today, and you decided, okay, I will spend only as many hours for each task. So with that, maybe that thing could help you. So let me see myself. You see, it's like showing, okay, it's showing you in mirror mode. It shows like here is 10, here is 5, here is 25. It would be like that one, 25. Okay, you see 25, you see 5, you see 50, and you see 10. It's like Pomodoro timer. So it means if you see, like, you decided, okay, I will work on some task for 25 minutes. 25 minutes is pretty small amount of time. And if you completely not happy to do some task, saying yourself, okay, it will just last 25 minutes, could help you get started. Normally in creative things like maybe development or anything, when you work with some creativity, and I'm more than sure that software development is piece of art, should be piece of art, and it's act of creativity, of course. Yeah, maybe it will help you get started, because it's not always easy to just sit and work when you need to be creative. But saying, okay, it will last just 20 something minutes, maybe it's good, and I will have some time off which I could do some relax. Make coffee, make tea, do some small exercise, look at the window, whatever. So you choose it. So let's imagine also there is like you see 50-10. Maybe for some people it would be more effective to work 50 minutes and do 10 minutes delay, relax. So, and once you see the 25, you just drop it and it start working. So yeah, nice. It starts working and it's going, and if you just go to like 5 minutes, it starts 5 minutes. The same thing happen if you will move it again for 50 minutes to the top, it will 50 minutes. And if you just make it up, it will just do some pause for up to 5 minutes, so you could go to bathroom, whatever. So yeah, it's pretty helpful and cool thing. It's small. I will not drop a link, but it's something which sometimes helps me. And I could say for true that it's not always help me. Sometimes when I start working, I understand, okay, I'm in the process of creation or something. It means that, okay, now I will not use anything like Pomodoro timer or anything. I'm good. Sometimes when I'm not good, I say, okay, today I'm not good. Let's choose some task which I should do. And let's turn the timer and do some task. Sometimes I become good right after that, but because I'm still used to blame myself. Even now I know that it just so easy. We should say, okay, I don't want to blame myself. I don't want to eat myself for that. It's not always simple to change that behavior because it's somewhere in the mind, So, but Pomodoro sometimes helps me, sometimes not. So but at least it's some tool, some useful tool which could be useful. But of course, it's not a lifesaver. It's not a panacea. I'm not sure how to tell it. Let's come on. Let's open my profile and ask it. Romantic developer, restore the pages, and we switch the screen. Oh, it's interesting because I don't have okay, give me 1 second. Yeah, today probably I'm using some different camera. And why is that? Because one of my camera just don't want to switch. Okay, so it would be so oh, I understand. I just need to put my camera on top of my window. Yeah, so simple. So, and we just want to ask some question, like I even forget the question. Okay, we want to ask how to say oh, I don't have any languages installed here. Okay, it sounds like panacea. Panacea. When I try to say it, everything was disconnected. Let me try to extend my screen again. So hello. Yeah, everything stopped working. Okay. Okay, and now interesting. I set up some hotkeys, but hotkeys actually, if I use some mode, they're not. Okay, sorry. I am lost. Where is my mouse? Okay, find my mouse. Okay, now I could switch. And let me just fix my additional monitor because it switched to very small dimensions. Keep changes. Okay, now it's in more or less good dimensions. Okay, now I have my stream back. Cool. Okay, and now we have panacea also back. Okay, so as we told, um, there is no panacea if you have such problems, and yeah, that Pomodoro timer could be just identified as a tool, and maybe it will help you, maybe not. Of course, if you are already tired from what is going to you, yeah, if you have such feeling that you not have a full inner energy, yeah, human energy of yourself, then yeah, it could be part of efforts to fix that problem, or at least to mitigate it, because yeah, it not always feels good when you can do what you plan, and when you feel that you just don't have all of your energy. As I said before, it means that most probably you are who eat part of your energy, at least some of the, let's say, call it, I also like some terms like programs, let's call it child programs or whatever, so which lived with in you. So you are multiple programs. You could be, all you can do, it could be like one program, and something which you bring from your childhood or maybe some later period of time, it's also one of your program which impact on your life, and it's up to you how to change it, how to change maybe interface of working with that program. Maybe you could lower its priority, maybe you could even stop it for now, just say auto start is off. Yeah, but it sounds simpler than it's actually working, because yeah, you couldn't program fully your mind, your memory and everything, and it's good. Okay, now let's go to what we going to do. So I want to switch back to our YouTube helper. So it would be screen number 2. Okay, it's our YouTube helper, and what I decided to, what we could do actually, is go to our work items, let's say maybe work items, all the work items we have, and we have on the level of types, if we will choose epic, we see like idea, ready, milestone. We have that milestone when we start putting all together about what we want to create, and so on and so on. I want to propose new milestone. I decided, okay, why we couldn't do some milestone and call it local proof of concept. And for that milestone, let's define what we will do there. We will create a command, it could be batch, yes, to download file, let's call it YouTube as MP3, or let's call it audio. So let's try to increase the size of it. Okay, and we just close that, change YouTube to YouTube with big letter U. Okay, what else? Then install Whisper locally. Then create a folder with configuration. Then configuration, what will create language txt optional file which will contain as many folders as we want. Language optional file which will contain language. Yes, let's say configuration language. Why we do that? Because actually we could do everything we want to do in that complex Azure website, web services, microservices program. We mostly can do everything locally, except calling OpenAI model. It will require us to use some external service. So, but we could try to do it, set up and see how much it will cost for us. Because actually, even locally, we could use LLM models. They are available for free, and we can use them. But I will just not investigate how we could do it from batch file or command file locally, and use OpenAI because it's much more mature and will provide us predicted results at very low cost. We will control it. So, okay, contain configuration language for audio file. Let's create Whisper instructions. Txt optional could contain Whisper instructions. Okay, what would be the next? The next would be in that folder language Whisper instructions. Okay, then it would be what we will do with all of that. Yes. So LLM config, it's called txt file which contain parameters to access LLM API, and then folder prompts, folder with prompts instructions. And it will contain, for example, prompt 1, okay, maybe this small, prompt 1 txt and system message inside, prompt 2 txt system message. I call it instructions inside. So what we will have? We will have some of configurations. Yes, install Whisper locally, and then we could create a batch file command to execute all as one flow. Okay, so and for that we will so what we want to ask for YouTube URL to download MP3 file. Then store, create a folder in video folder with name of YouTube video. Download MP3 file to this folder. Execute. Then what it will do? Ask configuration to use. Show all possible configurations and create numeric index for selections. Okay, and then what it will do? Use provided configuration to execute Whisper locally on downloaded MP3, store txt, srt and other Whisper output files to that folder. See prompts folder, and for each prompts executed with lm parameters in lm config txt file. Store response of each prompt as prompt file name txt in the same folder. So what we will have after that, let's save it. So it's our new epic. Yes, it's our epic, which we could probably create very quickly. Local POC. What we will do, we will we don't need write any C# or probably Python code to do that. We could do it all locally, and this code will do interesting thing. It will download specified file from YouTube as MP3. It will create transcript of that file locally, and then it will execute prompts. Basically, it will extract some information from that file and preserve the results also locally. And you could create as many configurations as you wish. And for example, for your channel, you could download some video files and immediately say you have two categories, one stream and the other something else, some short video. You could download like stream file and specify configuration stream. It will do one thing, and from other channel we will download something else, and like shorts, and we'll provide configuration number 2. Why we need multiple configuration? Because it could be in multiple languages, because Whisper instructions could see some files. For example, it could see for example, on one channel, on a technical channel, you talking about SQL Server, and you can say Whisper that it will be talk mostly about technical things like SQL Server and so on, and it will help Whisper to better understand and transcribe what is on the channel. Also prompts, because in prompts you could put into the prompt some information about the channel. So when it describe your video, you could use keywords and everything, some basic information from your channel, something about yourself, you, and so on, and create very high definition descriptions for video, for example. And we could test all our prompts and everything locally without writing any code in C#, don't do any compiling, everything. So it will be local POC, and maybe for many people it would be completely sufficient and enough. But we will continue with our better solution if we decide. So I going to use ChatGPT to do some help on that. So I will go here. It's basically I search about that DBS driver. We received some issues before. Looks like it's from yesterday. I just need to uninstall some server components. Basically, if I have already a DBS driver 17, I need to uninstall it because for some reason it's installed, but while it installed and saved, I couldn't find it. The path provided not properly, so we need to uninstall that page. It's saved by multiple instructions here, so probably I'll do that later. Right now let's try to see if ChatGPT could help us create our task. So, hi, I need your help in building the next project. Okay, what we see here, maybe you know what, let's try to use the dash and here we just do something like different level. Oh, come on. Can I make it bigger? 1 second. I tried to make bigger screen, but okay. Hi. Let's see that thing. It's flex. Okay, it's basically has padding, width, display flex. Yeah, everything which is displayed in flex. It's not so easy to change layout. What we could do, probably we could try to remove that. What if we remove even that? Okay. And now if we just go to that. Okay, that's it. What is parent of this? This one. And form. Div. Okay, we are still here, and that is bigger. So let's see the styles, width. Let's put some height as, oh no, too much. Yeah, as I said before, making that on and flex is not proper thing. Okay, so what we will do, we just go and use notepad. Got it. And we just put it on the whole screen and do it in notepad, and then we just insert it into ChatGPT prompt, because otherwise it's not so helpful. Okay. Yeah, looks like it would be just first level. Could you create present? I don't know how to write that word. It's for it was all the tools required to execute generated fetch files. Windows style. Also, please create batch files to execute the full flow. Okay, let's ask that question here and see how it will reply to us. Looks like I'm probably could remove something important. Let's do it once again. So, prerequisites. We need to install Python, FFmpeg, YouTube DLP, Whisper, install LLM client. Okay, folder structure example. Okay, step by step download to video, run Whisper, execute LLM prompts, batch script. So ask URL, download, extract video, video folder, show available configurations, ask for configurations, check if language exists, set, run Whisper on the downloaded mp3, language Whisper, output directory, video folder, check if Whisper instruction and pass to Whisper if it exists. Okay, it looks like it's not done exactly, because it's, even if it exists, we anyway will execute Whisper twice, but we could probably comment that and it would be fine. Let's see. Prompts: read API key and other LLM parameters from LLM config file. Okay, tokens, import OpenAI process complete. Explanation. Example of LLM config. Example of prompts. Running the batch file. So basically ChatGPT create very comprehensive answer. You see, it's create everything we need. So we could probably even go here just to not lose it and insert it as discussion, save it, and also go here and just insert it here, and we will try to execute it very quickly, all the prerequisites. So first thing, we need to download Python. I'm not sure if I have downloaded it here, so let me do Python, download Python 3.12, should be fine. Open, install now. I haven't looked if we actually installing the process or no. Oh, no. I want to execute command prompt. Okay. And go on D, cdd, D, dir, make dir projects. Oh, interesting. Dir projects. Make dir. It would be our local AI helper. Local AI helper. So yeah, I'm working in different environments all the time, so I don't remember all the commands, but yeah, you could do it from interface. Just create some folder. So let's see how our Python installation is working on. Also, let's disable path limit. Python. No. Let's once again execute Python. Say repair. It's repairing. Let's close and let's re-execute command prompt. Python. Still not here. Maybe it will be Python 3. And still is not here. So it says it 3.12 pam. Okay, most probably because we initially were very quick to click next. It's why we couldn't see it. Let's refresh that temporary chat in ChatGPT for all. I've installed Python 3.12, but I don't see it in the terminal. How to add it to pass? Hopefully it understands what I mean. ChatGPT used to understand very good what you mean. Okay, let's verify if it's here or not. Let's go here and say cd, and user would be as you see dimer. Yeah, it's here, and we have Python, and so it's nice. Verify version. Python version 3.12. Okay, I probably missed scripts. Open start menu, environment variables. System environment variables. Okay, it's here. Environment variables. So do we need it? Environment variable, system or user variable, and pass, and select it. Click edit, new, executables and script folders. So let's copy. It will be for executables, and we have system variables pass. And let's just copy it here, and let's copy here and say scripts. Okay. Thank you. So let's try to close that command prompt and re-execute it, and let's see if Python is installed. Okay, now Python is installed. Ctrl Z. Okay, so for now we just go back and see what else. ffmpeg. Let's install ffmpeg. It would be just downloading. We don't need source code, we need Windows exe file. Interesting. And here I'm just not sure if I have its auto build. Windows 64 GPL, and we just say open when done, and we just say extract all. Okay. Why so long? Cool. And let's just copy those 3 files. And Python is located where? It should be somewhere here. So let's put it into that folder. So let's open new folder and let's call it and because we already added that folder into the path, so if you just put here ffmpeg. Hello, where are you? Copy and paste. Nice. So basically now if I just put back, it would be showing something. Cool. So two of several prerequisites already here. Then it would be YouTube DLP. Interesting if it's allow us to do pip. Probably yes, because we installed Python. And we specified just in root folder of D. Let's see if I'll have something in root folder of D. Projects. Nothing. Interesting. So it's downloading all that to some package path, which is good. So I think we will finish with the prerequisites. And I think that's it, because it's taking some time. But once we finish with prerequisites, yeah, hopefully on tomorrow's stream we could make that work, because it's basically not too complex. The script itself was too big. So because we installed Python for Whisper, so you see it's just use Python to do final execution. Maybe we could just run it as a Python command at all. It would be just slightly more cleaner, I think. But who knows. So next would be install Whisper. What is our prerequisites here? So install Whisper, and we soon should be good. Oh, we don't have Git. Let's install OpenAI as well. Summary. Okay, how to install Git. Windows. It's a very basic question, because yeah, it's something like I expected. Say go to official website, download installer, and just execute it. So should be pretty simple. Verify. So we took not portable standalone installer. Okay, it would be this one, the standard one. We don't need anything else. Good thing it's one-time operation, and we anyway need that, because its computer was just empty without anything. And by default it will associate, okay, additional icons no, integration associate, check daily, for git updates, add git bash profile to Windows terminal. Let's do that, and that's it. use Vim. I like Notepad, but we don't have Notepad. Let Git decide. Let's use the default branch currently master. It's okay. Git from command line and also from third-party software recommended. Okay. 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 So basically we just choose everything standard. Okay, looks like it's another installation executed. And let's see if it was able to install OpenAI. Nice. Okay, let's just try to see once it would be installed. Most probably we need to we just need to go to the proper project and do it once Git is installed once again, because it will update pass. Okay, let's wait till it finish. It should finish really fast. Okay, finish. Let's execute command line again. And let's go to the D. Oh, nice. We already have multiple hidden files. What about projects? Oh, it's recycle bin. And now we just want to install Whisper. So yeah, looks like Git now is not a dependency. So basically we installed all the dependencies ChatGPT recommend us. And now we could go to the script itself. And it shouldn't be any issues except configuration for LLM. And then we test it. And yeah, that would be it. Our local project to download any video, transcribe it, and execute some LLM prompts to generate description, good name, keywords, and so on would be finished, and we could execute it locally, which is nice. And we will do that tomorrow. So while we install in Whisper with a command like it, I will switch to the main screen. Oh, I'm sorry. Interesting. I set up my hotkeys for OBS the same as working in command prompt. So yeah. Okay, so tomorrow we will continue and try to make that local proof of concept to work of what we want to create on full scale. As usual, I wish you a good time of the day. I wish you not to lose a lot of energy, not to blame yourself, but be very kind to yourself, very helpful. Thought about like you are a teacher of the first graders, and the one of the first grader is not so successful. It's like very small you, and what would you tell yourself and how you will behave with yourself, and try to behave in your internal dialogue or monologue the same way, helpfully, with a lot of patience, care, with a lot of love, because any other behavior actually not helping. It just allow you to lose even more energy, try to close and do some not so good stuff. Gift someone your smile, some of your warmth, and you would be good. Okay, guys, hopefully I could see some of you later. If you want to ask me something, exchange your thoughts with me, or just tell some small story what inspire you or anything else, just leave a comment and we could start with it next day, or we could miss if you don't want to talk about it and just want to leave something personal for me. See you tomorrow, and hopefully you will have a good time, not blaming yourself.